What is up, you all? We're back with another Last of Us 3 video. Before we get into it, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So recently, we talked about Neil Druckmann's comments on The Last of Us 3. He basically said, don't bet on it. Don't bet on The Last of Us installment coming to the franchise. And I knew immediately it was something going on with that. I just feel like Neil Druckmann, he doesn't understand, like, hey, you got known off The Last of Us. That's your baby. Yeah, you did Uncharted and things like that. He has this new game coming out called Intergalactic, which I will definitely play. I think it looks interesting. He just doesn't want to be in a corner when it comes to, you know, gaming and everything, which I understand. He feels that he has more potential, but a lot of people love The Last of Us. The freaking trailer for the TV series for season 2 did 24 million views, you all. For a lot of people be saying that Last of Us is dead, it's old, it's stale. I can't tell in those videos views. Like, I think that it is insane, and I think that after season 2 comes out, it's going to get even bigger. A lot of people are going to travel over to playing the game, getting introduced into more of the gaming side of things, because this is where it's all started. But we hear from a trusted source that covers a lot of things when it comes to entertainment, movie, gaming, and just all things, just entertainment. Daniel RPK, Daniel Richtman over on X. So we find out over on his Patreon, he actually reveals and talks about The Last of Us 3 actually being in development and in the works. It's crazy because before we get into everything with Daniel RPK, I do remember that Neil Druckmann interview where Neil Druckmann actually said it's at least one more chapter in The Last of Us franchise being The Last of Us 3. He even said he had ideas with everything with Tommy and things like that. So out of nowhere, he just says like, hey, I'm not pushing forward with it, or give us like this red flag. It never made sense to me. But to get into it, Daniel RPK said he knows for a fact that The Last of Us 3 is in development and everything. Over on his Patreon, you got to be subscribed to his Patreon to get this info. But out in the Last of Us community, I found the info being that Daniel Richtman stated that he knows for a fact The Last of Us Part 3 has already casted actors for various roles and has even filmed certain scenes. He didn't elaborate beyond this, and we have no idea when these films could have been shot. So basically he said that they already have filmed scenes with The Last of Us 3. I mean, I think that could be accurate. I think that does make sense, especially because the TV series is in the works. They know that the hype is going to be up there, so they're probably trying to get the ball rolling. They're probably just filming a lot of the cut scenes and things like that. And to be honest, Naughty Dog has a big, you know, team, so maybe the filming side of things is almost already done. It's just kind of having on ice just for the right time. I'm gonna say this: a lot of people, before we even got the bad news, so they think that The Last of Us 3 will not, you know, be a thing because Last of Us 2 didn't do good. I still don't get why people think that The Last of Us 2 is this shitty game. To me, The Last of Us 2 is better than, it's my favorite. It's better than the first one. I love Abby and Ellie, man. I love the story. It was a great storytelling. That's just my opinion. I love the graphics, the gameplay. It's a reason The Last of Us is my favorite gaming franchise of all time. But pushing forward, I think that, yeah, it all makes sense. But once again, these are just rumors. Take it with a grain of salt. Nothing's confirmed. But he says that he knows that they're filming scenes, or they filmed scenes for The Last of Us Part 3, and he knows for a fact that it's in development or was in development. So he also talks about some of the plot details and the storyline with The Last of Us 3, which definitely is very interesting. Now, I'm pushing forward. He says this: Richtman revealed on his Patreon that part of The Last of Us 3 revolves around a group of survivors held up in an old Victorian house on the outskirts of a post-apocalyptic city. Richtman revealed that they are casting for roles for this group and outlined some details about them. Some potential light spoilers for The Last of Us Part 3 may follow this report, if this report proves true. There's a leader named Val, a young woman named Gracie, with no other details, and some potential antagonists. There's a power struggle in a group led by a man named Mason who wants to take over the house from Val, which leads to another character named Ezra having to choose who his loyalties lies with. Finally, there's Lucas, a man who develops a relationship with another scavenger is expected to have a turn that shows his dark side. So we just heard about the possible plot details once again, just rumors. They're going to be in an old Victorian house, which I can see in the Last of Us environment and world. I think that could be something that we could see. And he also says that he knows for a fact that Ellie's going to have a big role in this game and take place in the same type of environment, but he said he did not see anything with Abby, which I think that sucks, man, because I really did like Abby. I know a lot of people hate her, but I really did like when they kind of put us in her shoes to see what happened with her and everything and how it all led to that middle point of Ellie and Abby. Now, I think that the story that I'm hearing definitely sounds different when it came to the story with Joel, Abby. It sounds like it's going to be some more, like they say, antagonists that's going to connect to Ellie's story or mission she's taking place with somehow, some way. I definitely think in Last of Us 3, my speculation, I think that Dina's going to be involved for real. I think that we're going to see Dina at a point. And I will say they might bring up Abby at a point. I think it'll be, you know, something that could be interesting. They bring up Abby at a point. I mean, I don't think that it can be something that really is just a thing where it's just this story. I think it's more to it. Definitely having Tommy involved. I think Tommy could be involved. I think it's so more many things that can be put front line in this story, but from what we're hearing, it is definitely in development. It's in the works. Now, when we will get it, it will be probably a long time because we got Intergalactic coming out. It's in the works. Intergalactic probably is almost done, to be honest. So we're going to be getting that. I will say, if I had to say when I think we will get The Last of Us 3, I think it will definitely be after Intergalactic. But the thing is, I want to say real quick before we end off is that I feel that with The Last of Us 3, they got to make sure that hype is still there. I think it'll always be there, but this would have been a perfect time to release The Last of Us 3, like around like these years that we're creeping up on, because the TV series is at an all-time high right now. And I think after we get season 2, the TV series will peak. It will peak, bro, because once people see how this plays out with Ellie and everything, I think people are going to want to grab the game. They're going to want to get more knowledge on The Last of Us. They're going to want some more continuance. And for Neil Druckmann and the Naughty Dog team and Max, if this does good, I've heard rumors that they're actually already trying to film some more for the TV series, but that's just a rumor. But y'all are going to want to get into that writer's chair and get some more story told. So I feel like, say, if the game was already out, it would have been easy to branch off into another season, because The Last of Us is, you know, video game based, and we already know what's going on, but it can be rearranged differently in the TV series. But pushing forward, it can be, you know, yay or nay when it comes to, like, for example, they can do a Last of Us Part 3 TV series and do the reverse, see how the gamers already know what's going to happen, but the people that are watching the TV series that didn't play the game don't know what's going to happen. They can reverse the method and write the story first for the TV series for Last of Us Part 3 and then base the game off of it, you feel me? So I think it could go either way. Either way, I'm happy, because I knew Neil Druckmann was just talking shit, man. You know The Last of Us 3 is go happen. You know this franchise is not going anywhere. This is your money maker. This is the one that you're known for. Naughty Dog, Neil Druckmann, and that's just the God honest truth. So yeah, you all, with that being said, man, it should probably be a while before we hear anything with The Last of Us Part 3, to be honest. I'm kind of surprised that we got this. I just saw it in the Last of Us community. And yeah, man, comment down below, how do you feel? When do you think we will get this? How do you feel about the storyline they just put out? But once again, all of these are just rumors. Comment down below. Unfortunately, this is the end of this video. I want y'all to hit me up on all my social medias at That's B Stan. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.